Hey everyone, Patrick here from Team Relentless. So, welcome to the fifth and final installment of Setting SMART Goals. Tonight we're looking at T, and T is for time. Now, imagine a world where you had as much time as you needed to get everything done. As much time as you need. What does that sound like to you? Sound pretty great? You have as much time as you need to get work projects done, as much time as you need to run errands, as much time as you need to get to the gym, to spend with loved ones, and so on. Well, I know a lot of people, including myself, who would say that sounds pretty amazing. But I'm going to look at the other side of the coin and play devil's advocate just for a second. Let's do a little survey, and I want you to be as honest with yourself as possible. You're the only person around. No one else is watching this video with you. Well, maybe no one else is watching it with you. Be honest with yourself. Let's say that you have a task to get done, and that task takes about 30 minutes. And you have 4 hours until it needs to be done. When is it getting finished? If I look at myself and I say to myself, okay, when do I normally do the things that I need to get done? Usually they get done at the last minute, maybe in the last 30 to 60 minutes of my time frame that I have for myself to get it finished. Now be honest with yourself. When is yours getting done? Maybe it gets done in the first 30 minutes. Maybe you're that proactive about it. I don't know. Maybe it gets done somewhere in the middle. But I'm going to make a guess and say that a lot of people will procrastinate until the very last minute. I remember doing it with essays for school. I do it with errands that I need to run. I do it with a lot of things, if I'm very honest with myself. Okay, now let's say for just a minute that you actually had more time to finish that little task, that same 30-minute task. Say that you have 5 hours, 10 hours, or even longer. When is it getting done now? If I'm really honest with myself, probably in the same time frame as when I had 4 hours to do it. So in that last 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes. So when we set time frames for ourselves, we lead ourselves on the path to success. Imagine if we didn't have any. What would that world be like? No one would ever get anything done. We would just say, oh, we can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is that mystical land where 99% of all human effort lives. Well, when we set time frames for ourselves, we are getting things done in a reasonable amount of time, and we're actually accomplishing something that will help us in the future, such as this video, just making it. I waited until the last minute, but hopefully the next time I make a video it won't happen like that. Now let's go back to my previous example from the realistic video. The one where I said that I wanted to be a Les Mills trainer. Now, I think that I said in that one that I would need at least a year to do it. 5 months is too soon. A year is probably a lot more realistic. So if I put a year time frame on becoming a Les Mills trainer, then I'm probably in pretty good shape. If I put a year and a half on it, I'm probably in better shape, because there's a lot of things that I need to do, and I think it's going to take me about a year to a year and a half to really get them all done efficiently enough, and to really become proficient in my form, my technique, and my balance. So there's a lot to do in that year to year and a half, and I actually started it today. Today I went and signed up for live combat classes. And so I'm going to start those on Wednesday. And that is my second step in my staircase to becoming a Les Mills trainer. I've already accomplished the first one. I have a pretty strong base. Now, of course, I have to build on that. I'm going to set very specific goals for myself as I climb that staircase. And I'm going to be looking at form and technique 3 to 4 nights a week. So I have really specific goals that I'm going to meet. The live combat classes will give me an idea of what the instructors are doing, and yeah, and then eventually after about a year and a half, I'm giving myself a bit of a grace period in there, but I'll get to the top of that staircase and eventually I will have my certification and it'll be great. So I think that that's where we're going to end it tonight, and that brings us to the end of our 5-part series. So just to recap, when we set SMART goals, we make them specific, we make them measurable, we make them attainable, we make them realistic, and we give them a time frame. And all of those will lead us to success. So, until next time, everyone, stay positive and active, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great evening.